Hello there. It's been a while. We're back to the Cynthium Live Hacks. I took a long break, that's for sure. I think it's been over a couple months. Just a lot of things going on in my life, and I guess the Christmas break definitely broke things up, I guess you could say. So yeah, finally back at it. We're going to be working on Astro Boy some more. We have the AtomicPi here over in the corner. I guess you can't see it, but here, see if I can drag it out so you can see it. There we go. And it's running this screen over here. We have older Easy Builder on there. We have a couple of Wi-Fi antennas here. We got our dongle for our keyboard and mouse, and of course HDMI going to the monitor. And there's a few little things hanging off of there, and one of them is just a BIOS battery, and the other thing is it's a power switch. So yeah, this Astro Boy will be powered by the AtomicPi, which is a Windows 10 single board computer. And one thing that I forgot to do is get this thing going online here, so I can actually see if you guys are commenting or not. Just give me a quick second here. Yo, no bad. Good to see you. It's been a while. I hope you had a great holiday break. I had an okay one. I spent most of it working on the giant Mega JD. It definitely took up a lot of time, but got her done. Still waiting on some footage for it. I'd love to see it moving and stuff, but still waiting on Easy Robot guys to send some files our way. Let me turn down the music a little bit. There we go. Tonight we're playing the good old copyright-free music Spotify list. It is something that I've been dependent on for a while. Unfortunately, there's lots of ads because I don't own the Spotify subscription. So we'll just have to deal with that for the time being. Yeah, there's definitely some great pictures. Good to see you again, man. Triple E, mister. I think it's RoboRad, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, alright, I guess we can just start getting into this. It's been definitely as long as it's been since I worked on the big JD is how long it's been since I actually logged into TinkerCAD, so we'll see if I can remember how to do it. I'll probably be coughing a little bit here and there. I'm still getting over the cold. It's hanging on. As RoboRad called it, it was the cornholio virus that I might have, but probably not. It was just the common cold, I'm guessing. But it definitely took me out for a few days, that's for sure. And I've been suffering for a couple weeks now. Okay, let's see if I remember the password. Looks like we're good. So what we're going to do today is scale up some of these parts. So what I got right here. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Sucks that you got a cold too. Yeah, it's been going around. I'm hoping that if I get a cold now, then I'll be protected by when the coronavirus comes and hits Alberta. We'll see how it goes. I'm guessing it doesn't work that way. Yeah, Friday night beer night for sure. I got my clear beer here. Good old H2O. I'm not a big beer guy, but I do like a cider every now and again, that's for sure. And I'm definitely going to be drinking a lot of water today. Just try to get rid of this cold. So as I was saying, today we'll be scaling up our Astro Boy design because I found it is just too small because of the chest. So, or as I call the torso. So I'll bring that up on screen here. Let me switch over to a different view so you guys can see what's going on here. See if I can give you guys a couple different camera views. Here we go. Gonna see what's going on on the desk. You can see me talking, and here is our design. So as you can see, this torso, which is a very ugly design, it's just an oval box basically. That is pretty huge, and so this portion right here represents the AtomicPi and how big it is. So if I move that into here, you can kind of see that the torso needs to be this big. And over here we got the EZB will be mounted on this side, hoping to make a hatch to make it accessible from the front. I know Astro Boy doesn't really have like a hatch per se in the front of him. I think, actually, you know what? I lied. I think there's some designs like this one. If you look close, you can see that he has a hatch in his chest. I think the cartoon, if I'm not mistaken, also, I think he did have a hatch. Maybe he didn't show up all the time in the cartoon, but I think he was able to access his positronic drive, I think, through the hatch in his chest. So that's going to be the idea, and then we can put all the wires right there, and if I need to swap wires or do anything like that, I have quick access through the chest. So and so yeah, so you can see, like, this is the old I think I call it the waist section design, and it just like doesn't match up with how big the torso is. It should kind of match up in width to the torso. So what I'm going to do is I had come up with a scale a long time ago in I think the first episode of this hack session. I'd come up with a little model. I'll see, we'll go check that out. More designs, and I'll show you what it used to be like. We'll have to go back in time here. As you can, I have a ton of designs from the Mega JD. So here it is. This is my Astro Boy scale model, which I scaled everything from. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is going to take this entire model, minus the janky bits there, and we're going to scale it up to the size of the chest, and then we're going to scale up all the other pieces, the feet, the shins, upper legs. We're going to scale all those to be the proper size to match the chest. So let's just copy and paste that. I saw you.
Up on you.
Saw you in the window. It gave you away. Okay, so
this looks Astro Boy.
it looks so much like Astro Boy, doesn't it? So we're gonna paste that into here. Let's get rid of that that pink portion, which is ridiculous. So this is our very rough Astro Boy model. Oh yeah, I guess I should see if you guys are chatting here. Hey Will, welcome. Good to see you guys after the holiday break. I apologize that I haven't been able to do this for a while. Circumstance and life, that's what happens, eh? But I'm glad to be back at it. And I'm probably going to be pretty rough at the TinkerCAD design portion. We'll see how it goes. It's been far too long. So let's just combine that for a moment. There we go. So we're going to make Astro as big as this torso, and then we're going to copy and paste the different sections of Astro into the different designs, like the waist section and the foot and the ankle, that kind of thing. And we'll scale them to the design the scale they need to be, I guess. If you guys have any questions, definitely jump in the chat and chat it up. I think I had the most amount of people subscribe to this that I've ever seen before, and 19 people subscribe to this event. So if you're new, welcome, and definitely glad to have you here. And it's always fun to jump in the chat and ask questions or just interact with the rest of the guys and gals, I should say. And yeah, have some fun tonight while I do some TinkerCADing. I'm not too sure if I'll do too much on the hardware side. I might start a few 3D prints, but yeah, I can also show you guys some of these parts. So this is what the waist section looks like right now. I have a couple of servos mounted in there. The waist will now have to be larger, but I'll have to keep the servo brackets the same size, so I can't scale the entire thing. So I'll have to separate some of the parts as I scale it up. But yeah, I guess I don't have the upper leg, but here's the lower leg and the ankle and foot. So kind of goes like that. It's kind of going to be a 90-degree difference. I do have a bracket design that goes from, I guess, the X region to the Y region. I wonder if I have one printed in my box of goodies here. I don't think I do, but the idea is like this. A bracket that goes this way and a bracket that goes that way. Designed that for Voltron back in the day. Trying to remember how long ago that was. Seems like a year ago or so, but maybe it's less. Oh wow. Snowed in, hey? Oh, that's too bad. Well, good luck. Stay warm there, Roborad. Yeah, we haven't been getting much snow here in Calgary. We've had it actually been melting, so we've been lucking out. It's what they call, I think, Fool Spring. It gives everyone a sense that, oh yeah, okay, yeah, spring is coming, it's right around the corner. And then in mid-March, we just get slammed. We get just dumps of snow. It's always the case. Yeah, March always goes out like a lion. In like a lamb, out like a lion, right? That's the way the saying goes. Pretty sure. I could be wrong. Okay, let's scale this guy. Man, it's going to have to be huge. Then we're going to have to bring it down. Holy moly, I don't think I've been in this large of a scale before. Okay, we're going to have to bring it down, 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 to kind of match. Okay, so using the mouse is definitely detrimental at this point. We'll just use the keyboard. So I can change the snap grid to make it move a little quicker. 2 millimeters per click. Okay, so I think we went a little bit big, so we'll go a little smaller after I adjust the height here. Okay, so what I'm doing is holding shift and scaling with the mouse. Shift allows us to uniformly change the dimensions. If I didn't do that, things would go a little wonky. Like here, I'll show you. Yeah, if I wasn't holding shift, dimensions get all messed up. So I'll just undo that, and we'll move the figure into the right spot to get the rough size here. So we'll have to move them up a little bit so the head kind of meets up with the top of the torso. Astro does have a neck, so that will be something I will have to add, excuse me, to this design. It's actually pretty close. Needs to go a little bit bigger. Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions too for what you'd like to see with this Astro for features, or anything, any comments on what I'm doing, I'm open to it. I may not implement it, but I will consider it. I think we're almost there. Just a little bigger, I think. Oh, maybe too much. There we go. I think I'm going to drop them down a tiny bit. Okay, I think that's going to be good. I think I may have to widen it up a tiny bit here. Too much. Okay, tiny bit more. Yeah, sorry about the Spotify ads. It's the way it goes. What I'll do is I'll move this over, change the snap grid again. We'll go, actually, let's go to 0.1. Very fine until we get to, yeah, okay, just touching there, and then the snap grid should help also. There, okay, we have our scale. So now I can take him out of here. And so we'll separate the pieces. And I don't think we'll need to, you know what, I'm going to undo that for a second. We'll take him and we'll make a new model just in case. I was thinking that, I'll leave one scale piece in each design to model after, but just in case I mess up and delete a piece or something, I think it's good to have a backup. Holy moly. So we can actually see how large this is going to be. I never really thought about that. If I click on this button here, 641 millimeters, so that's 64 centimeters. Let us, the programming calculator is not going to help me. Let's just use Google here for a second. 64 cm, 2 inches. Let's see what it is. 25 inches. So when I was talking with Nally Cat, I said I wanted to be this design to be about 18 to 20 inches. It's likely going to be larger than that, and even bigger because of the spike on Astro's head. You know, he has that funky hairdo, the 2 spikes, so we'll make him taller. But yeah, I guess that's going to be the rough dimensions. It's going to be pretty tall. In comparison, Voltron I think is 16 inches, so this is 9 inches larger than Voltron. Okay, let's get back to the design here. So TinkerCAD comes up with some awesome names. This one actually involves Robo. That's pretty good. Usually they never have anything robotic in there. Robo Fluffy. I'm gonna call this Astro Full Size. And with saving in TinkerCAD, all you have to do is, make a new design, change the title, boom, it's saved. It's all cloud-based, so, and then that name will change eventually. So let's go back to the torso. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm going to be drinking a lot of water tonight because of my cold. So, please excuse that. Well, taller is good to make it seem more lifelike, but taller isn't always beneficial when you're using smaller scale servos without any additional 3D printed gearing. And also, your robot can also be top heavy, and it's difficult to walk. You may have to be generous with the foot design. It might have to be a little larger than I'd hoped. But if we model this Astro, you can see his feet are extremely large. So maybe that's a saving grace that I have one model of Astro that does have just massive feet, so that definitely helps with balance. So what we're going to do is actually, we don't even need the torso for this, because the torso is what is determining our scale. So what I'm going to do is just copy a couple other pieces, like the lower leg, and we'll go to that design. So anybody do anything awesome over the holidays? I went to Lethbridge with my wife's family, or I guess to my wife's family place, and we celebrated Christmas down there and New Year's. So I called it the Astro Shin. Lethbridge is a southern Alberta town. It's I think has about probably 50 or 60,000 people, so not too huge, but big enough to have a university. And oh man, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to scale this up pretty good. So I'm going to have to separate these pieces off of there, like this piece, those 2 pieces at the bottom, and we'll have to scale up the rest. And interestingly enough, if you're Canadian and you've heard of, hey, DJ's on here, right on, 92,000, thank you, appreciate that. If you're Canadian and you've heard of V-Arcade, which is an arcade place where you can play virtual reality with your friends, and there's a bunch of different cordoned off sections where you have your own personal space with your VR headset on. Anyways, that place all originated in Lethbridge. So they have a bunch of different, I think, locations in BC and in Calgary and Edmonton, I believe. And yeah, came from Lethbridge, interestingly enough. Small town Lethbridge. Small city Lethbridge, I should say. Okay, so I have separated all those pieces. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is select most of them again, except for those key pieces that can't scale. So we'll just shift and click, deselect all those, and combine or group. What I'll do is we're going to make a copy of this, and so this has to scale up to that size. Oh, don't know what happened there, but it definitely jumped all the way down. We'll move it back up. So I don't know if I'll take the exact dimensions, because as you can see, it's not meeting the top and the bottom sort of thing, but I guess if I move it up to how high this was, alright, let's do that. Roughly. Okay, that makes sense. We can kind of get the scale we need. So we're going to change the snap grid to 0.1 to make it easier to adjust this. Okay. I can go a little bit smaller. We'll bring this up so I can kind of see the top lip. Seems to be a bit too big. Forgive me, my mouse is not the most precise thing. I may need to get a replacement, but I think that is close enough to the size we need. So what I'll do is remove that. Actually, oops. Maybe I'll keep it around for scale. Don't really need it, I don't think, but so what happened here? I think what happened is this flipped all the way over. So we'll do the opposite and flip it back. With TinkerCAD, it's interesting where if you go, you can see where my mouse is pointed. If it's on the outside, you can move by 1 degree, but if you bring it closer to the inside, you see how it highlighted and snapped there, you can move by 15 degree. I believe, no, maybe it's 22.5 actually degrees. There we go. So you can have a perfect 180 degree. Oh, darn, this thing flipped this way as well. So we'll turn it 180. There we go. Okay. So I might trim this down. I might size that down a little bit. But what will happen is that we're going to put this guy on there. I can probably just copy and paste it so we don't mess with the original. So what I can do is center it on here. If I select both of them and then go align, I don't need to center it on that side, so, but I do need to bring it all the way up. Okay, let's see how that looks. if you have it offset from the center, it makes it difficult to look at sometimes. So let's take this and move it out of the way. This makes it far easier to look inside. So what I'm looking for is this portion be filled. This one, I need that all to be solid. Need it to be kind of lined up with the edge. I think it was lined up like that. We need enough room at the top for this to be able to hinge on that portion on the next piece up from it. And I don't know, it doesn't look like there's going to be enough space, so I think we're going to have to move it up some more. As you can see with this one, let's just make a box and see, excuse me, see how much we have to move it up. So let's, actually that box is almost the right size. So ugh, sorry guys. I think it has to go up a tiny bit more. It's hard when you're not working on the center axis here. You know what, I'm gonna look at it from the side, I think. Let's see how it looks. Come on. Ugh. I wish I could just like snap it to the top dimension of this, but I don't think there's a feature that allows you to do that. You know what I could do? I could do this. 7608. Okay. And then we change this to I believe you can change this to 7608. Now I think that is the middle measurement. And is this resting on the surface? Yes, it is. Okay. So that's... oh, okay. So that's 7608 for this entire piece here. My bad. So I would have to add however tall this dimension is. And I think I can tell by doing this. Yep. So if we go to, it's 15.4. Alright, let's calculate this up. Okay, 91.48. There we go. Now we just to match this up, raise this up a little. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's take this, bring it over here. So what I need to do actually is put this at what was it? 15.4, that's what it was. Right. Yeah, so this has to be 15.4. Sorry about neglecting the chat here. Looks like a whole bunch of stuff has been going on. Holy moly, I missed a whole bunch. Excuse me. Alright, I'll drink some water and read the chat at the same time. You guys are talking about Arc. Yeah, I've been enjoying it as well. Oh yes, and I got to have a taste of Exosphere. It's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see what everyone's going to do with it when it comes out. Yep, I definitely crashed a drone. Unfortunately, those AR drones have been in boxes for a number of years. Taking them out, and they definitely need a bit of tweaking, that's for sure. They've been out of commission for too long. So let's see the height of that. Plus 15.4, and that's where our box will need to be. So 15.4 plus 106.51. I should really use my numpad. Copy that, and that's where the height of this needs to be. Ah, no. My scrolling is getting out of control. Okay, there we go. Now we just need to bring this up to match that box. Okay, this is getting out of control, difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this whole thing down so I can see it way better. When the arrow is just outside the screen, it's hard to adjust here. So yeah, sometimes I do wish TinkerCAD had some snap tools where you can snap to this surface, that kind of thing, because it is tricky. Get this perfect. Okay, that's good. So what we can do is bring this back up to where it needs to be. Keep this box around if we need it. This has to be at 15.4. There we go. So we'll copy this piece, put it in the center. There we go. And so this piece used to touch the sides and be a part of that piece, but unfortunately it's not any longer because this shin portion grew so much. We'll also have to bring this portion up, so we'll have to separate those pieces there. Bring this guy up some. Yeah, just so it's just underneath there. Good stuff. Select all that, except for down here, and combine. Okay. Interesting that it's all orange for some reason. I wonder why. Okay, so this piece right here looks like it was there connecting some more added reinforcement for the servo bracket. We will have to kind of figure out where exactly we want this, because on here I think I made it so that it was the servo nub on this side and on this side matched up perfectly. And you know what, I think I know how I could emulate that. Just grab one of these bracket pieces, bring it up, put it in place. Okay. I think I push it over a little bit. There we go. So that's how the bracket would fit on here. So I can do the same sort of thing. Take this over here, line it up, and then try to center. Here, I'll just center this portion at the for the moment. Let's go. Oh, whoops! I have something else selected there. Oh, this one keeps on getting selected for some reason. Oh, these got combined somehow. Oh, whoops. My bad. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Bring this up, and that will tell us where this portion needs to be. So actually fairly close. That's kind of lucky. There we go. So that'll make it so that this bracket for the shin portion will be exactly centered, and we'll connect with the next portion nice and easily. And so we can actually test movement with this. Bring this down a tiny bit more. Oops, it's not the right piece that I was adjusting. This is what I wanted to adjust. So we can use this rotation. Darn. Nope, we can't. I was going to say we can use this rotation to simulate our movement, but it doesn't hinge on this axis here, or this this point of reference right here, it actually hinges on the very middle of the piece. So that's not going to work. So what we'd have to do is turn this 90 degrees. You can actually just type in 90 as well. And then we'd have to bring this down. And shift it over. Ugh. So there you go. You can kind of see that we do have enough clearance for the bracket to go 90 degrees. So we can get rid of that now. We can extend this portion. To hold on to there. I guess it doesn't have to be that big. So let's trim down the sides. Just add some extra support here. Hello? Hello? Oh man, you guys are going crazy in the chat. I can't keep up. You guys are too fast. Back to work, I guess. All right. Yep. DJ wants me to build him as his child, his prodigy. Oh yeah, I guess I'll need to make another one of these bars. What the? Don't know why it appeared down there or why it turned 90 degrees, but oh well, we'll work with it. I don't need this upper box. We need to turn that. What the? Just 90. We need to center it with this guy. And then we need to raise it up. Raise it up. Now, I can't really see that well. So let's get this whole thing put together, except for the pieces that we need to adjust. So just deselect that one, deselect that. And we will combine the rest. Oh, dang it. You gotta be careful with your mouse clicks sometimes. Okay. Combine. Just like the Transformers. Okay, so that's a little bit too high. We'll bring that down. Yeah, Spotify is bugging me that I need to upgrade it. I won't Spotify, I won't do it. Let's just increase the size of this just a tiny bit and cover up that nub. I could subtract that nub off of there, but oh well. this works. It'll give it more stability. Let's just say that. Okay, now we can combine this whole thing together. And let's see what color it turns when we do that. Oh, some sort of peach color. Interesting. I don't know, that's not really peach. I don't know what you want to call that. It looks like kind of like a brick color. Okay, so that portion is complete. I'm wondering if I should keep my reference pieces around. I think so for the time being, because we'll see how these guys, how this portion connects with the next portion, and see if there's any changes that need to be made. Well, yeah, it's significantly larger than that. So if you picture this piece here, it's likely going to be probably a little bit smaller than this glass in size. So definitely scaled up quite a bit. If you'll excuse me a moment, I'm going to go grab some more water, but I will be right back. Keep the fun going in the chat, people. You guys are awesome. What's that? Alright, let's get some diffusion going on here. There we go. Okay, now to scale up a few more pieces. The nice thing about these parts is that the left and the right are just mirror images of each other, so this has to just be flipped. I didn't realize, did I put these on the right side? Yep, okay, perfect. So yeah, they just have to be mirrored, and you can do that with this tool up here, the mirror tool. Makes things pretty easy. Okay, so let us go back to the torso and grab another scaled piece. There we go. We'll grab the upper leg. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to be doing the same sort of thing. Holy moly. I forgot I made a lot of changes to this piece afterwards. I think it was because of the movement with the hip. I think that a lot of the pieces would hit the side here of the hip if I didn't modify them. Trying to remember. I think that's the reason why I had to heavily modify it. Pretty sure. Just come to think of it though. Let's try this for a second. I know the hip is going to change, but I'm going to put this on just for looks here. There, so you guys can see what's going on here. So, Astro should be able to do the splits this way, but yeah, so it'll definitely run into the inner portion, crotch portion, I guess you could say. So, the other bracket is going to be on here like so. So it's going to be, can't go that far towards the middle, but it can go a lot further towards the outside. So let me get a piece of double-sided tape for a second. Just want to mess around with this for a little bit. By a little bit, I just need a few moments. Put a little bit of double-sided tape on that side. Well, that didn't work out. I think hot glue would have done better. Oh well. Anyways, you get the gist of it. So it's not going to be able to turn too much into there. It's just going to run into the center portion. But it should be able to do just fine on the outside. I'm just going to have to watch my dimensions for the upper leg so that they don't run into anything. So I think even if I have that high back on there, it'll run into this portion pretty quick. Not too bad. Anyways, we'll test that out when we get there. Sorry for that minor distraction, but yeah, let's get going on this. So we're going to have to separate some more pieces off of here until we get to the point where this gets removed. And we'll also have to check, there we go, see how high this is up. So I'm guessing it's going to be 15.4. Survey says 15.8, so close. So we'll raise this up. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky. Oh man. How should I do this? I think what I'm going to do is just grab this whole center portion. We have to unclick so many things. Oh. All right. I believe that is the whole center section. We'll copy and paste that. Oh, okay, there's a few other things I can take off of here. Delete you. Let's leave those on there. Select this whole thing, and then we'll scale it up. Oh, you gonna do it?
But, well, I'm just playing with my plugin.
Oh, I thought you were gonna live hack it up.
Oh, I was thinking about it, but I like your hack and I'm watching it. Everyone's kind of excited about it. I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, no.
Steal your thunder.
I think it'll definitely be more exciting than this one.
Yipes! No.
Come here, nose.
No.
Come here, nose.
This isn't the BRA's.
This is
Clean pore strips.
How do you do this?
Oh.
Nice.
I can't get mine to stick though.
There we go. This is brought to you by
Oh, I can't get it to stick.
Angry Pigs.
Yours is longer, yeah. Yours is better. Yours is way longer. That's the title of your sex tape.
Angry Pigs.
No, yours is longer.
Yours is longer.
All right, back at it. Back at it again. So let's combine these pieces here. There we go. Okay, I'll bring this over here and let's scale it up. Yeah, to tell you the truth, this is definitely not that exciting. I apologize, but hopefully the chat and everything else makes up for that. Once this thing is complete, then the exciting part comes. It'll be a lot of fun also getting everything tweaked after it's all 3D printed. Right now, the design process is definitely arduous, I guess you could say. Takes a lot of time. But hopefully you guys are learning something along the way. I know I always do. Okay, I think that is big enough. Yep, okay, that's good. Okay, so we're going to start with this piece here. One thing I forgot to check on the other piece is that I scaled some of these holes up, and I think that they changed in distance. So these are for getting a screwdriver through to actually mount the servo onto the servo bracket. So I definitely have to keep in mind where those are at. I'll probably have to go back to that design and check it out. Ho ho ho, the Roomba's moving around. going to try to show you guys. I think you should be able to see the room, but there it is. Yeah. So smooth now. Look at it go. DJ is going to remotely clean the lab for us. You know, our cleaner isn't doing that great of a job, but so we employed DJ to remotely clean the lab for us. All right, let's get back to this. So, I'm going to copy and paste a few more pieces. Line it up. Okay, here we go. We're going to need this guy over here. I want you, I want you. Oh. Sometimes it's hard to select the piece you want. There we go. Get out of there. Let's change our snap grid so it comes out a lot faster. There we go. Don't you think it would be fun to be able to control the Roomba remotely yourselves? Well, that's coming. Controlling robots from anywhere is on its way with Exosphere. And a whole lot more. Let's align these up. We'll also have to match it up with this guy here, so we're gonna copy and paste that, bring it up, do some aligning again. Ugh, somehow it deselected. Okay, beauty. This has to just go over a little bit until it meets up with that. Perfect. And it will also have to go a little higher. Yes, I'm glad I didn't delete that little box in our other design because that'll come in handy right now. So let us just move over to the shin design and grab that little box, and that'll give us our spacing so I don't have to do that all over again. Knew there was a reason why I kept those pieces behind. Okay, so we're gonna have to get the height to this. And it's 15.8 high, I'm pretty sure. So we can just test that out. If we go 0. Yes, 15.8, perfect. So 15.8 plus 40 0.37. Is it? Was it 40 point? Yes. Okay. Good. 56.17. So that'll be the height of this guy. There we go. He's slowly moving, so slow. Yeah, I did.
So I can make it dock.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'll just align these guys in the center. No. What the? That's what I want. Okay, perfect. And then this will come up to the height of the box. Let's move the box in a little bit so I can see where it breaches the surface. There we go. Oh yeah, I guess we gotta change our snap grid to get finer resolution. We've reached the surface, Captain. There was a bit of talk of what do you call those undersea vessels? It's not coming to mind for some reason right now. Submarine, there we go. We were talking about submarines today, so there we go. Up periscope. Speaking of submarines, what was your favorite submarine movie? I think mine was U-571, I think it was called. I believe it had Sean Connery in it. I'm not that big into submarine movies, but that was definitely a memorable one. Oh, looks like he's gonna dock. He's headed the complete opposite direction for some reason, though. He's looking for the dock. Will it dock is the question of the night. So let's see if we have an extra piece kicking around in here. We do. Whoa, something weird happened. The Roomba is running over a whole bunch of cords.
Oh, it's sucked up.
Yeah, it's definitely stuck in there.
Okay, it's good as long as there's no wires. Oh, this is the wrong dock for this.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's two different docks?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is for the old 3 Series.
Oh, darn, I didn't know there was...
The round one. In fact, actually, these 500s have 2 different docks as well.
What?
I have a pet series and a regular one,
Yeah.
and they're different heights.
Oh, crazy.
So if the regular one will never actually hit the pet series one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh well.
That's too bad.
You take this back.
Alright. Let's name it here, I guess. Beauty.
Just gonna go play some games.
Alright. So let's copy and paste that. And let's bring it over here. We'll align it with this guy. So the alignment tool is definitely a tool that I constantly use with TinkerCAD. Since you can't snap things to different surfaces like you can in, I think Fusion 360 does it, SolidWorks obviously, but TinkerCAD is a little bit simpler, so Doesn't have those advanced features. Let's grow the sides of this so that kind of will combine into... You know what? It's time to move our design into the middle, because right now it's getting a bit ridiculous. Let's get these out of here. Oh, this box can go over there too. Okay, so we're gonna go underneath, so you can actually see much better the dimensions of this guy. I can go in a little bit on each edge. Oh. That looks fine. And then let's raise it up. So what we need this bar for is to hold these two brackets in place, make a solid connection. We can actually grow it width-wise as well. Alright, let's do some alignment again. There we go. And we can likely thicken this thing up so it... Whoops. Wrong dimension. We'll bring it down a little bit so it touches the bottom bracket, and then we'll raise it up like this so it fills in. Oh, you know what? We can't do that. We have to do like we did on the other leg. So we're going to bring this down, and then we're going to have to build, so what I'll do is I'll bring it up until it touches, just touches the upper bracket there. Right about there. And then we will copy and paste that and make a smaller version that goes to there. And goes to right about there. And then this one will grow. Okay. What is this little piece? Never noticed that there. Oh, darn it. It's from the top of this, so we might have to get rid of that. So let's just use a little box to get rid of it. More than a feeling.
Don't sing. You get yourself a copyright claim.
Oh yeah, maybe. I doubt it. I'm not good enough to make my voice become a copyright claim.
I always wondered that. Like, you think that there's, if you took a song that somebody sang that was copyright claimed, and you could find like an imitator who would also sing it, do you think they could get close enough that they can trigger a copyright claim? I think that would be like a big YouTube.
Yeah, it would be a
like
fun
a
YouTube video. For sure.
People go crazy for that kind of stuff.
Definitely. I think we have to go a little bit down more. Okay, let's go inside. See if I can go inside here. There we go. Okay, so we want to make a small box to get rid of that portion that's sticking out right there. And I apologize, guys. I'm completely neglecting the chat, but it looks like you guys are having a fun time, so I'll leave you to it. Okay, we're gonna zoom in like this, sneak our way in here, see what's what. You know what? It might just be easier
There you go.
to remove that piece. Whoa, check that out.
That's an Asteroids
No
motherboard
way.
for the video game Asteroids.
You gonna clean it up?
Yeah, I keep getting a weird noise, and when I reseat the ROM chips over here, it comes back and starts working. So I'm gonna take them all out and blow them out with dust. Maybe give them some booze.
Oh, somebody's here.
Yeah, I think Kate's coming here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it up. Alright, so I'm going to remove this bottom piece, chop the top off, and then put it back. Okay, let's do this. Increase this size. Excuse me. Bring this down. Doll.
I know. Hey, Kate.
Hey, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good.
Everyone, this is Kate.
Hey, everyone.
Alright, let's combine these pieces. Perfect. And then we'll align those up with this. And make it happen.
My music's getting a little
There we
too
go.
music.
It is taking over. It's better than my music, but unfortunately, DJ's music could get me in trouble.
Yeah. Every time I get involved in when I come in here and Jeremy's doing one of his live hats,
Yeah.
YouTube films it,
Yeah.
and then it ends up copyright his whole video channel.
Yeah.
And he's gotta go
Then
through it.
Then I have to spend hours editing it, chopping out the pieces. Yeah, that's not fun. Okay, there we go.
I'll turn my music down to you. You can close the door after I read it.
Sure. I think that'll work. I'm not too sure about this upper portion. I might do the same thing as I did with the other leg and put a little stabilization piece right here. I don't know if I will do this any longer. It seems like a bit much. I don't think I need it. I just wanted it, I think, to improve the look of Astro Boy's upper leg, so that this portion
It's from
over here is filled in. But
Curda.
you know what? I don't think I'll need that.
Was driving here. I
Yeah.
didn't see it there before.
Yeah, we drove by it like 100 times.
Yeah,
before we
and I
got
just
there.
never saw it.
So we started going there. It's a good place.
Yeah, I think that looks good. I think I will likely have to change where those holes are at. Yep, they're way off. So I'll have to adjust those. Trying to remember how I lined them up the last time. I think I just made a little skinny piece.
Booze. Some booze. Yeah. This is my booze.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Sure. Yeah, Jeremy was giving me some booze. Yeah.
All right, so
Oh, wow. This is,
What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't swear it just melted.
this is gonna be frustrating because all these pieces have a different order to them. You know what? What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna copy and paste a few things, and it should make it easier.
I always get worried working on stuff like this.
Yeah.
Break something like this, you're screwed for life.
If you break something like that?
This is from like, what year was this made? 1982? Something like that?
Maybe even earlier.
1980, yeah, 1980. This is a,
Impossible to find any parts for it.
oh yeah, there's only a handful of these left in the world.
Okay,
It's
so-
not very nice. This is an original Asteroids Deluxe video game cabinet. This is a,
Don't break it, Kate.
no.
Don't sit on it.
Yeah,
Push my ass off the counter.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is grab these.
So it's been acting up.
What's it doing?
Oh, it goes yells really loud.
Get out of here.
I hope so.
It's on the other goes.
Yeah, probably.
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 Yeah, I
I
just
got it.
they'll
I'll
chase
just
the
pile
noise on
up.
the way to work.
You're like, why is there so much hair around my house? Blaming it on me.
This is, oh shit.
Darn. So I forgot that those holes will still be there, even if I make new ones.
Okay, what's that one?
I think let's just go for it. It's going to be a bit frustrating, but let's just do it. Ungroup.
Really good.
Ungroup.
Oh, I think I discovered it, Jared.
Was there a bent pin?
Yeah, check out this one ROM chip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see that?
This one has a bit more higher definition if you want to use the front cam.
Where's Will? That's the asteroid's ROM chip, Will.
Might have been causing the audio squeal. Okay, so
That's cool.
let's delete this portion.
That's what you were saying about chatting with people.
Yeah.
I like briefly read it on my watch, but I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if we can deselect a few of these pieces.
Tiny little bend color on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what it causes it to push in the wrong direction.
Okay.
We're gonna go inside and try to deselect these pieces. There we go. And then let's reselect that.
I started coming out some feelers to like a couple of like my closer members and coaches about
Oh, somehow this piece moved.
on the screen.
Oh, right, yeah.
And everyone's like, that would make things so much easier. That's awesome. Yeah. So they're like, okay, we have to do this.
Okay. Let's just align it.
Just worry about this one. What it's plugged into, right? Put it in, put it in.
Not too sure why that moved so much.
Put this yellow.
I'm going to.
Let's adjust that. Alright, it's time to match these up. So what I'm going to do is make smaller versions of these pipes so that they kind of exactly fit these holes here. And then I'll copy and paste them and make them bigger.
It's so old, man.
Okay, remember that these are about 5 millimeters. Remind me. If I don't remember, I'm leaving it up to you guys.
That's crazy. Just like that tiny little bit.
So let's...
The thing is, you bend this tip of metal.
Didn't work.
Weakens so much. When you bend it back and forth with your hands. That's why you have to just-
So I think I'm gonna grab my my digital calipers to kind of see what the hole size is.
Yeah. For electronics, that's it.
Yeah. What one would you go on that? Ever?
1980?
If memory?
I'm sure this game probably was in an arcade until
Alright.
probably until sometime in the early 90s, maybe. Maybe
It's about
before 1990.
But they would've never
1.6.
Two chips.
remember
They're IC integrated circuits. Two chips. So
that. I see integrated.
yeah, IC integrated circuits.
So that's about the size they are, and let's position it where it needs to go.
Or a million or thousands, but maybe thousands of these things. Okay? Pull a transistor.
Okay.
The transistors are like a switch.
Man, I think it's going to be easier to go from this side and have a look.
You have like a big battery. Right? You have positive.
I'm wondering why this is here.
So if you wanted to light up a light bulb, you hook up a light bulb. Right?
I think, oh yes, I grew it so that,
To the battery. And what happens is it shorts it out and heats up that area. Which heats
you know what, I don't know why I put that there.
But
Which
Oh,
way
well.
does the circuit go? Does it go from positive to negative
yeah, it goes from negative to
or
positive.
negative to positive?
And then what happens though, like let's say you wanted to turn on, you had a big battery, right?
Yeah.
That was like lots of voltage.
Okay, here we go.
So it's like you get out of the plug-in, but you want to turn on the light. Well,
So,
here's your light. Okay. But you want to turn it on with a very small switch. A switch over here that only has like 5 volts.
man, this is tricky to get the view right.
For a person
Okay.
to touch. So
When
you
would
do
it get
this.
unsafe?
You know what I could do is drop this down, this whole thing.
110 is not that bad, but
Yeah.
it will kill you. It used to get into plug-in. It'll make you jump. The weak heart would do it.
Mac, that'll make you jump.
What you do is you hook up into this line here. You take this line, you hook up to a transistor.
With a black piece.
Yeah, just like this.
Yeah.
So then this line.
Alright, so it's hard to tell if this is centered.
This is like
I wish I could get a better view into here.
what you do is you put this light switch on, but only needing to put 5 volts into that. So the light will get 120 volts.
Well, let's go up like 0.2.
So inside of this is a switch.
Yeah. So that switches on. So this switches this, goes to the
Yeah.
positive, goes up here.
If you
turns on the
disconnect it,
light bulb.
turn the light bulb off.
Gotcha.
No, we don't have to be that precise. I think I'm going to call it and say that's good.
That would be a low voltage, like a wire.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll copy and paste this.
So if you have a switch, these are
We'll
essentially-
put it all the way over
Okay.
yonder.
And if you hook up enough switches together in combinations, you start creating logic circuits, which is that's the things that are getting really complicated. But I'm on this one, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So computers run on all they are is just lots of switches. That's all this is. This is a whole circuit board.
Switches.
And your iPhone, just millions
Okay,
and
I think
millions.
that's fine. So we're going to copy and paste these.
Like these same ones. Okay.
Yeah. It's just that they're very tiny. In 1980, they go into this.
And we will make them, do you remember, 5, I believe?
They weren't very big in 1980, and as time went on, they got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Okay. So I hope you, excuse me. I hope you can see what I'm doing here.
There's a guy.
So I'm just going to trim it back a little bit.
Documentary here, and I forget his name. Something more.
We're going to make it centered center on there.
He's one of the guys
And
in Telmex.
this is going to make a cutout.
So
So our screwdriver can pass through and allow us to attach
George Moore,
the bracket onto the servo, or the servo onto the bracket, I should say, I guess.
how many years?
So we're going to copy and paste this,
Steps will get smaller every number of years.
and then align it with this guy.
So these
Yeah, they still get smaller. It's a certain time.
There we go.
We'll need conversation
We'll
with
delete
physics,
this.
how they make things so small with other stuff.
And then,
They stop working predictably. Remember we talked about the wave of potential, right? When you
Okay, I'm
when
gonna
you have an electron,
bring that up a little bit more.
here to here, it actually travels in a wave of potential to arrive at that point.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
if you observe it, right here,
bring it up a tiny bit
you
more.
see it right there. Not, and you can't tell it's going to go there. You have no way to know it's going to that. You just see it here. You don't know where its wave is. So you make objects super, super tiny. Like, so there's a wire right here.
I think I'm gonna drop that down a tiny
The
bit.
electron sometimes leaves the wire.
So if it gets too small, then
If there's another wire beside it, it jumps onto this wire.
Yeah.
And then becomes this wave of potential. And then there's
Okay,
another
let's
wire,
kind of look at the dimensions
so the
here.
wave of potential gets bigger. And wire
so it connects over more wires. What does that?
shorts out.
Oh,
It's like if you're trying to talk to your finger, but your nerve is connected to your toe, your leg, and every time
Okay,
you move your finger,
so I think we can actually combine everything now.
I do that sometimes. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see how this looks.
lots and lots of switches. That's all.
There we go.
All switches.
We'll be able to get our screwdriver in there, no problem.
It's hard to understand how it can be. You can make something so like a phone or a computer out of just switches. But
I don't know why there is something going on there. Actually, you know what? I think I might know why. Let's separate a few things here. I think it's likely because this is out a little bit more than it needs to be.
people would flip the switches to tell to program how to do stuff.
Okay.
So you just see like the evolution of
Technology.
and switches and probably
Yeah.
This doesn't have to be so
The
tall.
place to visit is in California, the Computer History Museum. It's
This is going to be a little tricky again.
so this has been modified. See, it's different than our sockets.
So we don't want to select that. Don't want to select that.
Take a look and see how they soldered it. Ooh.
yeah, you can see.
Oh, weird.
Oh, Jared, look at this.
Ew, gross.
Someone did a really bad butcher job on the bottom of that chip replacement. You can see that.
Yeah, and they left lots behind.
Lots of flex and.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, we'll fix that up.
Okay, I think we can combine all that now. So this scuff didn't disappear because it was not selected.
Almost dropped from
Let's get rid of this piece.
It's like an acid paste, and it cleans all the contaminants off the metal. I think there's other things too. Jeremy doesn't know about it.
Yeah, it allows the heat to conduct a lot better.
And it has acid too. There's only something to do
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, and then it removes all the impurities as it flows. It's nice. It's handy stuff.
When you're soldering, you're actually welding.
Okay, I think this piece is completed. We'll have to go back to the other portion of the leg.
See how they're all these little dots?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Hey, how many episodes we're at? 8 more episodes, and we'll be at 50. It's crazy. Yeah, I think I've been doing live hacks over a year and a half now, which is pretty surprising. I didn't realize it'd been that long.
Yeah. So that's why they can all face one.
Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna grab another drink.
so these all have to be
It's easier to design the circuit that way.
so it stays consistent. It stays consistent all the way through.
Yeah, we'll have to do something special for episode 50.
Is it episode 50 next week?
No, not next week. 8 more weeks.
8?
Yeah,
We have to have a party.
we're at 42 right now.
Make a dance off.
Oh no!
I'm not wearing any pants.
No way.
Ask Will how much he'll pay me to not wear pants. He'll probably
Wear hats.
Yeah, I think everyone here will probably donate some money for you to keep your pants on.
Oh, this one. What chip is this? I don't even know. Some gate. Look how dirty those pins are. Crowded.
Ew. Yeah, man.
Seats
Oh,
and
yeah.
humidity, eh?
Yeah. You want a little tech brush? Clean that up.
Yeah, I might need one actually. I'm gonna try spraying some.
I think I have
Get
one.
one longer.
Yeah.
I want to get inside of some of these.
Got that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think. Oh yeah, this is the one too.
I want to get some booze inside of this socket.
Okay, let's move on. We'll have to get this on the 3D printer probably tonight or this weekend. And let's go back to the lower leg, or the, what did I call it, the shin, okay. Because we gotta adjust those two holes that we have for the screwdriver. Because those aren't in the right place. You know what, and we'll copy this piece while we're here.
Is that a newer piece?
It probably just looks newer because it's got some booze on it. It had some booze on it earlier. Remember we took that one off?
Did we take that? I never took those ones.
That was the first one we took off. You came in, this one was off.
Okay, and then we put that in.
Then I took that one off when you were standing looking at Jordan. Looking at his camera.
Saying hi to the peoples.
So peeps.
Alright, we got that. Now, this is going to be a challenge.
But I always worry that there's one chip that's backwards. That's why I keep checking these to make sure. Let's see that one is. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is going to be nasty. Okay, let's do it though.
Oh, that one looks pretty good.
Okay, last time I made them 1.6. Let's make them 2. Of course, have to make them longer.
Nope.
That's how refrigerators work. Push it. That's how cold it is.
Oh,
You can make it super cold.
There's a product called Super Cold, which is kind of funny.
Serious?
Yeah.
And they just spray it upside down inside?
The whole thing is that stuff.
Just upside down.
You don't have to spray it upside down.
Inside that they must do it.
Yeah. The whole thing is upside down.
it's like a curly fry but straight.
Don't even.
We had dinner yesterday. Was it yesterday? The day before we had the burgers, and we had French fries, but they're straight French fries.
yeah.
And I walk over to her, he's like, "Wow, these are like curly fries, but they're straight." Dude, they're French fries. But what he was meaning was that they were spiced with a flavor. But
Yeah,
that
they had
didn't
that-
come off when he said it. Sounded super
This
special.
one you won't live down.
I know. Work
He was just like
work
spit out
quotes.
food.
Yeah. It was funny at the time.
It was. It's
Still funny now.
It's not getting not funny, Jared. As much as you can try to hide from it.
You had a quote that was pretty good that day too, but I don't remember what it was.
What, with the terrorists?
Maybe.
I think that was the same day.
Yeah.
No, which one was it?
I think it was too, but I don't remember.
Which one was I here?
Was it this week?
No. There was one day I wasn't. The terrorist one was the day that I was here. I think that was.
Okay, so I think that's good. All right. All right, let's see how well I did. Is it anywhere close? Kind of close. There we go. Man, you know what I need to do? I think I need to drop this whole thing down so I can see this much better.
This is neat, eh? Mike.
Oh.
Yeah. Like somebody, maybe the guy who put this together at Atari back in the
Ugh, get this piece out of here.
This is neat.
Maybe this is like quality control. Like, maybe they put a sticker on saying who was the guy who tested it.
like his signature on his work.
All right, we're going in. We're gonna see how well did lining these things up.
Put it in there. You gotta fix that piece that's in the bottom.
Oh yes,
Well, turns out I didn't make these very circular. Somehow they ended up at 2.7.
So I'm gonna fix that one.
Okay, 2 and 2, perfect.
you guys fix all your bugs.
Actually, I can remember about today. I think we were
All right,
we stuck around for a bit.
it's good.
Tools and
Oh good.
that would have shorted something out.
Okay, I think we're good. Time to make the larger version. Remember, these don't have to be perfect because all we're doing is sticking a screwdriver through there, so.
Electrons will like jump across a small space sometimes.
So many things get in your way. Your boss, your parents, and various allergies that flare up before seeing
Here we go. Okay, now let's do some alignment.
Better look at what you got to fix it.
There we go. Oh man. Spotify and their ads. Alright. Copy and paste that.
I wonder if it was like that Mike put his name on it.
Everyone wants to be like Mike, except for that one.
I don't know, man. Did you see the solder job? He doesn't want to be nice.
No.
He ripped a solder joint right out, and
He did a terrible job fixing it. This is a mistake. Make sure that comes out the other side. There we go. Okay.
you got some solder sucker?
No.
Not for this.
Alright, let's combine.
Everything's gangster out there.
Yeah, Spotify is hooking me up. What happened down here? Okay, well, I didn't mean for that to happen. So let's bring this up. Interesting. I don't know why there is this piece here. Aha. That is an internal cutout. I don't know why that's there. Let's delete that. Let's try this again.
Why is some of them blocking the room from recording?
Those are called vias. That means like there's no actual parts. These ones are, if you remember the part, the chips.
Okay.
Simple wires. Ones that are flat, good either. That means that it's taking the wire here and bringing it through the board and come up the other side.
Oh, so it doesn't bleed.
Yeah, whoever did this board got it to work once. put it together. It was like, alright, going home.
You know what? I'm gonna
Almost done here.
take that apart.
You want to learn to solder or something?
I was gonna say that.
I'll give you some tips.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is combine this portion first with all the little ribs, and then I'll combine the rest after. Yeah, there's always an order of operations to this kind of stuff.
It's my little thing.
What's this?
That's called, I don't even know what that stuff's called. Oh, solder wetter, welder, tipper wetter.
Tipper wetter. Tipper wetter.
Tipper wetter.
Close.
Tinner face?
Yes, tip tinner.
Tip tinner. Yeah, see. Jeremy doesn't use it. He gets
No, I don't need it.
doesn't need it because that goes to tips. Like
It's for elementary school kids, that stuff. It's for rookies.
When Jeremy and I first met, it was on YouTube, and he commented on one of my videos where I was like, I do this every video. I'm like, before you solder, turn your temperature up as high as it goes.
I'm like,
no!
no!
And he just wrote it on YouTube. And it's still on there. You're like, if you like going through tips, I think he wrote it on. I have like a handful of tips in my thing. So every time we do videos, I'm always like, all right, everyone, so we're going to do some soldering. So crank your soldering iron.
First thing you want to do is turn your soldering iron up to 9,000, and then
High as she goes, baby.
Yeah.
900, 480 degrees Celsius. That's how you get a simple can.
oh, RoboRad says he found a Roomba deal, and he's going to buy it.
Which one? Is that the $50 one?
I don't know, maybe.
That lady sold hers in that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I found one for a guy that was in Barrie. That was one of our friends on the channel.
Okay, let's go to the upper leg.
Ask him, what do you say? Tell DJ I found that Roomba deal. I'm gonna buy it. Well, email them. Make sure they say, yeah, you're ready to buy it. A deal like that.
Is this one readable?
No, so you see how this the line that comes up on this one?
All right, let's turn this guy 90 degrees.
That one's going down.
Yeah, you can work to this one.
Okay.
Looks like it's not at the proper height, so let's
All right.
adjust
Try it
that.
out.
Woo, whoop. Sorry, I like making sound effects. I'm that kind of kid.
Make sure the booze is dried up.
Give it a good blow.
Make sure there's none of those stickies underneath it.
There we go. Okay,
Oh, look at this.
bring that over. Nope, too much.
That would have caused serious damage. Let's get one of these.
Fine. Rush. If any of those are, that's okay if they're bent. Or low.
Yeah. Something in contact.
Okay, so I think that's good. Let's combine those two. Oh, nice. I like that blue. You know what? I never looked at the other one to see if the holes are matched up. I'm pretty sure they are, but didn't really do a double check. So maybe let's go and do that. All right, the next portion we'll go after is the hips.
Dirty jar, dirty jar. I just heard you talking about the crotch earlier.
What else do you call that section?
The playground.
That's even worse.
Please, for the rest of this video, refer to it as the playground.
No.
Zoom in on the playground.
Yeah, we're gonna have to lower the speed limit for the playground zone here.
Oh, you got my beer.
What a jokester, that DJ. Yeah.
Quick on his feet.
Okay, let's move along. We're gonna have to go back to the torso, grab that scaled item that we have.
A little bit of booze.
Copy that. Copy that, Captain.
Copy that, a little bit of booze.
Get rid of that. Excuse me. Alright, let's go find the waste section. The playground section.
The playground. Where did Jeremy touch you, Astro Boy?
Oh no!
He spent a lot of time designing my playground area.
You're so bad. Okay. So we have to make this the size of this. And here's the tricky part. We're going to have to remove some of these pieces. You know what? I wonder if I should keep some of these cutouts. I don't know. We'll see here. Oh man. You know what? I think I'll keep the cutouts together. We'll combine them later. But for right now, I'm going to have to remove this piece. Or, I don't have to remove it actually, just have to copy and paste it. Okay. Yeah, since we're here, let's take out those pieces. Okay, good. Oh, I guess we can take out those as well. You know what? Let us remove those. Oops. We want to keep those together. I don't know if I want to put them back in place or not. I don't think I will. Oops. Okay, yeah, let's just keep them out here somewhere. Don't know exactly what those were for, but I'm pretty sure we're going to need them. Okay, this is what we want for the time being, and let's scale it up. So, one thing about Roombas that you may or may not know is that their batteries die very quickly because people don't take care of them. They let them drain to zero because the Roomba can do that, especially if it gets caught in a certain section. So you usually have to get a replacement battery for those, and Amazon is your savior for that. Amazon definitely has some great deals on Roomba batteries. They're usually around $30, I believe, which is not bad for fixing a $500, $400 robot. So. Yeah, Roombas are awesome for using for robot bases, for just hacking, putting stuff on. I guess as we've seen in our community, they're excellent for fetching beer out of the fridge as well. So one of those robots back in the day did that. I think it had a EasyBee V3 on it. It's pretty awesome. I don't remember the fellow's name who created it, but it was definitely super impressive. It even like opened the fridge door and everything. I don't know what it would be called on YouTube, if it's still there. You know what? Let's take a little break. Let's take a little gander. Let's go Easy Robot Roomba Fridge. No, I don't think Easy Robot needs to be there. I think it's gonna be like beer Roomba Fridge. This could be it. No. Remember it being a little different. Well, maybe this is the one. No, this one is an iRobot Create. It was definitely a hack. There it is! Brewster, the beer buddy. Yes, this is the one. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, it had a hook to open up the fridge. Oops. I don't know if this is the exact video. I know this is the exact robot, but it had a pretty good arm on it. Yeah, there you go. It'd stretch out pretty good. Yeah, I think if we go to see this guy's videos, Rooster, the beer buddy, updated. Be an avid drummer. Goes down this little corridor, this little hallway. Finds the bar fridge. There's the hook. Yeah, okay. I forgot that's where it's. Yeah, genius. Grabs a little portion of the fridge down there. This is all scripted. This is pretty crazy. It's actually pretty exact. I'm guessing he's using the encoders to get it pretty exact. Reaches in, grabs the drink. Now, the best part of this video is coming up right after he grabs this drink here. Oh yeah, his little ultrasonic sensor to tell if it's there. Here's the best part. Backs up. Oh, the fridge is still open. Oh, I'll just close that. That's awesome. That's my favorite part, that it actually closes the fridge door. You wouldn't think that someone would put that much thought into it, but he did. Props to RMC Callum, I should say. Yeah, and the Roomba makes it all the way over. Now this is back in 2013, using the Easy Builder software and using an EasyBV3, I believe. It's pretty crazy. I think, yeah, you can see it right there. It's the V3.
Got them all. Okay. Okay. One more thing.
He's getting you to get everything, hey?
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to this.
I'm closing the
Sounds good. I'm down with it. Okay. Let's just shut this down for a moment. Or we can go back here and see what you guys are saying. Actually, I already have one open. Okay. So I think that's about close to the proper size, I believe. Let's see how far it sticks out the back. I think as long as the width is close, I think I'm fine with it. So let's make sure it's barely sticking out. And then let's increase the size using shift till there. Okay. We have our waist section now, and it is massive. Holy. Oh man. Okay, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be tricky business placing these servo brackets in this thing. It's definitely not gonna be in a similar location, that's for sure. It's weird that we got something poking out over here. Let's see if I separate it. Nope. Undo that. I think it's just the corner. Alright, I think I need another drink. Excuse me. Okay, now this is going to be a challenge. I'm going to do my best to keep all these parts together because they all serve a purpose. What I can do is copy and paste this whole thing. I don't need you. Okay, remove this here and delete that portion. Now, here comes, we're gonna have to increase the width of the two legs. It's not gonna be the same width as it was before. So what we're gonna do is kind of center each one in this zone here. We will have to increase the size of this. I guess I could have grabbed both of them and increased the size, but oh well, that works. And then I think we'll have to increase the size of this guy to go out a little further. Oops. Undo. Sometimes it's tricky, you can grab the corner instead of just the side that you want to grab. I just want just that black piece there. There we go. Okay. Cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is grab this and we're gonna try to fit it in. Excuse me. So, what I want is this kind of be fairly centered in this section here for looks. And then we want it to have enough room back here so that a bracket can come through. So, I didn't even make this long enough. Wow. And then as you can see here, we have these guys are holes for screwdriver to pass through. Let's see. Oh yeah, one of them got kind of snuck on through to the other side. Oh wow, these aren't even that big. Should have made them bigger. I can probably make them bigger. Just gonna be a little bit annoying. So, tricky part here is I will have to make a few of these longer this way, like so. There we go. And then I'll have to see how far do we want this. I think that'll be fine. I have a hunch that that'll be fine if it's that far out. Because I believe this box was set up to just cut off. Here, we can actually look over here. Yeah, okay. So it was meant to just cut off and leave a little bit down there. Just cut this piece off. So we were positioned pretty decently right here. The height seems to be okay. Maybe. This doesn't seem right here. And I think that's what these were for. So the spacing is going to be off, so I'm going to just steal one of them. Okay. So I believe that these were cut out prior to everything else. So what we'll do is we'll cut them out in a little bit here once we get everything settled. Oops. So I could align that, I guess. We'll line these up. That was pretty close. We'll bring this back. And I don't know if we'll have to change the height on that one. Don't believe so. I think that's going to be sufficient. Okay, now here's the tricky part. How do we make this whole guy here gonna be equidistant over on this side? Oh, I have an idea. We're going to copy those. We're going to paste those. We're going to make it one piece. We're going to mirror it on the horizontal plane. I said mirror. There we go. Next, we're going to do this. We're going to line these guys up. Okay. next we're going to nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to select this one and go, there we go. There we are. We have it in the correct place. So what we can do is line up this whole shenanigans section here. Actually, while we're here, let's just increase these guys that we need to be a lot wider. Oh man, that other one's gonna be tricky to get to. See if I can. Ugh. No, this is not going well. What I want to get to is this box right in. I think that's the one, actually. Yes. Okay. Let's get all of this. And what we're going to do is going to line it up with that piece that we just got stuck in there. So just do the classic move it with our keyboard into the right position. Okay, there, it just breached there. Okay, let's see how close that is. Perfect. We are all lined up. Now we just need to delete one of these. There we go. Okay, so you'll notice that there's nothing sticking out on this side here, so I'll have to extend those. We'll have to put this in the right place. So let's just take care of that right now. I guess we can use the alignment tool, so we don't have to be so handsy with it. Okay. Make sure we can cut that all out. So we'll move this stuff out of the way. And we'll get this into the middle. Okay. Yeah, if you're looking for that video that I showed that had that Roomba, just look up Brewster Beer Buddy, I believe it is. Nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make these larger, and then I'm going to rescue the one that got trapped in there. I think I'm going to be able to zoom and bring it out. Yes, there we go. I think it's just beneath the surface there. Yep, there it is. So what I'd like to do is make all those 5mm. You know what? Let's do a little measurement here. So this is the screwdriver that I'm going to normally use. Voila. let's see what its diameter is, and that will give us what we need. 3.8. So 5 is a good size, and these I think are 3.7, so it wouldn't have worked out well. I would have had to use a smaller screwdriver like this guy, classic robotics screwdriver that's for the bioloid. You know what? Let's just measure this one. Maybe I'll just use this screwdriver and say, heck with the rest. Yep. Okay. Let's do it. Not even going to worry about it. Okay. Let us rescue that other one that's in here. Ugh. Come on. Back up a little bit. There it is, here. Okay. Let's make that poke out a little. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is combine this box, the waste section, and this box here first. There. So, because we want to get rid of the excess that was there. Okay, let's excuse me, and let's just hope DJ's music doesn't get picked up by YouTube. We're gonna have to increase the volume of our copyright-free music to take over. Okay, let's see how this turned out when I grouped it. Cut on the side there, good. Something wrong, something horribly went wrong here. We'll have to fix that. But the rest looks pretty decent. Okay, let's look through these holes if we can. I think it looks good. Okay, so we're gonna have to watch our order of operations on how we combine this thing. So I think we're gonna have to make these cutouts first. I don't think we'll have to make them cut all the way through, but let's do it anyway because it will give us less material. And I think it's like it was just beneath the surface, so you can see it there. Okay, so let's combine these. Okay, cool. Now I think we can combine the rest. It's going to take a little while. Oh. Okay. So I think we have everything covered. Let's zoom in here if I can to see if we have. I think I was kind of worried about these holes up here. They may not be cut out. Ugh, what a terrible view. Okay, so let's sink this down in height so I can get a good closer look in there. Going deep. Oh, so close. Yes, okay. I can see it barely right here. It's all the way through. Beautiful. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're golden. I'm wondering, though. Let's bring this up a little bit. You know what? Nope. Let's keep it down. If I... Was there another box here? So we could increase these in size. Oh, that didn't mean to do that. Oops. Oh, that's kind of weird. Okay. Okay. I think this is going to make it look a little more professional, I'd say. This is going downwards, so it's a little tricky here. What I should do is bring this whole thing above the 0 axis, so it doesn't make it as difficult to adjust. Alright, here we go. Ugh, this is dizzying. We'll need to get this out of the way. There. And then we want to increase the height of this guy until it meets up with that one. Okay, I think those... Okay, I think that is good. And so we'll do the same on this side. This one seems like it's it's closer to the middle. Yeah, let's adjust this a tiny bit. All right. Let's adjust this guy here. Oh, for some reason it's selecting the whole thing. We just want this little box. Increase the size. I think these are actually at the same height. Let's see here. 23.92. Yes, they are. So they can be the same size. 27.68. Just change that to a 6 and we're good. Perfect. So we'll do the same on this side. This one is, yes, 27.68. Oh, wow. I did a good job on this guy. Alright, let's combine. See how it looks. Okay. So one thing I didn't notice until now is that there's a cutout here for some reason, and this should be kind of combined with that portion. So I'm not too sure what made that cut, but we'll have to have a look. Same thing on this side, where this portion should be connected directly with this. Okay, so we're gonna have to undo what we just did. Excuse me, break it apart and see where the cut was made. I believe it's this guy. Yep, somehow it grew. All right, I don't know. So what I can do is actually just shift it with my keyboard. Don't have to until we see where it comes out. There it is. Okay. Let's just do the same on the other side. We'll select it first. Ugh, I just want you. Actually, let's trim it down a little first before we adjust it. Actually, we got the positioning pretty decent. There we go. Okay, let's see how that looks after we combine everything. Okay. Alright, let's hope that piece is all together. It is. But we have a weird cutout right here. I think should probably be all the way over to here. Yep, the other side has it too. So let's see what did that. Okay, so looks like there's a little bar down here. We go inside. this guy. If I can select it. Excuse me. Nope, not the right selection. Man, this is going to be hard to select. Okay, that's better. I believe it's this one. Okay, and we want to grow it this way till well, that's weird. It's very hard to tell. You know what? It's about the same thickness as this. 5.1. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 5.1, but interesting. Okay, let's see how that looks. I'll combine all those before we adjust the other side. Ugh. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, this is definitely getting a little bit complex for sure. So what I want is for this portion to be pretty rock solid because there's gonna be a lot of weight on it. So that's why we have like this reinforcement here. And it's connected up here. Excuse me. We need a bit of a cutout right here so that our servo can actually get locked in place with these two nubs. And then we need enough room back here that our bracket can move like I showed you before, move like this. I don't like that. We have some like jagged edges here. I might move this up a little bit. So let's see what we can do here. It's going to be very difficult to see into here. Ugh, it is definitely a pain. It's very difficult to see where that cut is. I believe it has something to do with this guy. There's an extra bit of red. Yes, this guy. Yeah, it's definitely this block that is to blame for that sharpness. If we can move it up a little bit. And if we made it a little bit wider, I think it may look a lot better. Okay, let's have a look. Let's do the combine and see how it looks before we do the other side, because there's nothing like adjusting both sides and then having it not be right. It's a frustrating experience. Okay. Yes, that looks better. I mean, that section doesn't look perfect, but it does look a lot better. Okay, so let's do the same to the other side. So, I have to sneak in there and adjust that one. Excuse me. And then we have to adjust. Excuse me. This guy to kind of match up with these guys. I think it was like 6.7 or 6 or something close to there. Okay, let's have a look. Let our shapes combine. I think it's still processing. Definitely takes a while sometimes. There we go. Huh. Didn't notice that before. But that's good. That's what we wanted. See the other side. No, it doesn't look the same. Looks slightly different. But I think it's fine with me. It'll have a little bit of uniqueness to it on each side. Looks pretty straight as well on this side. I think we're golden. I think we're good to go with the waist section. I think the next challenge will be the foot. Now, I think I'm running out of steam at the moment, so I think I might end it on this note here on the waist. We were able to get 3 pieces scaled up, which is half decent. We still have the old, I should probably make some versions. Make this a new part, make it the new version, and then keep this as the old version. Just in case I need to go back and grab some elements. Because once I print this out, I'll be like, oh man, I missed that part, and I know that the old piece had it on it. I know that usually happens, so yeah, what I'll do is off camera I'll just make a few different versions. We'll keep the old rough copy, and we'll keep the scale shape as well. Keep it around. And then we'll do the new copy with the brand new look and feel and size. Let's actually copy this for a quick second and compare it to the torso. Should be about the same width. Okay, let's drop it down here. Okay, move it up a little bit. There we go. The waist is now as wide as the torso. And if you look at this Astro Boy, it's actually a tiny bit wider. It flares out a tiny bit on his waist. But I think the way I have it is fine for the time being. We might hire someone to stylize it a little bit, make it a little bit nicer looking, because everything right now is very, let's just say it's very engineering-ish and not very artistic. So yeah, I think that we're gonna have to end on that note. I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting me and watching this live hack. Sorry that's been so long coming, but we're gonna keep it going, and soon, and very soon, we'll be at episode 50. That'd be crazy. Yeah, get better, RoboRad. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah. Definitely stock up on the vitamin C. Beer has vitamin C in it, does it not? I think it does. Maybe not. If not, you can just put some, that vitamin C powder in there, and that'll be definitely a helpful brew for you. All right. Well, thanks again, guys, and we will see you in the next episode. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday night, and we'll see you later.